Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. I'm calling today Fictional Friday because if you can see my friend Sparky back there, what you doing, Spark? That's right. Spark is looking at a book. And books are really fantastic, wonderful things. And so today is Fictional Friday. We're going to be celebrating some of our fabulous, famous, wonderful books and also a place where we can borrow books, which is the library. The library happens to be one of my favorite places. How about you, Spark? Yeah, Sparky likes the library too, because you can hang out at the library, can't you, Sparky? Yeah, Sparky likes to hang out. So, Spark, why don't you have a little hangout back here, and we'll get started by saying hello and reading a story from Shel Silverstein's Where the Sidewalk Ends. So this is from Shel's Where the Sidewalk Ends, and it is called The Magical Eraser, because all books and all stories that we have written down start by being written down. And they used to write them with pencil and eraser or pen, and now I have a story for you about a magical eraser. Are you ready, Spark? Okay, here we go. Let's get today started. Magical Eraser by Shel Silverstein from Where the Sidewalk Ends. She wouldn't believe this pencil has a magical eraser. She said it was a silly moo. She said that I was a liar, too. She dared me prove that it was true. And so what else could I do? I erased her. Look at that. Now that's what you can do when you are an author illustrator. You can erase her. I love this idea of Shel Silverstein, who is the author. Have I ever showed you a picture of Shel Silverstein? I don't think I have. There's Shel back there. He's got his guitar. I love him with his foot hanging out and his nice big bald head. Isn't he fabulous? So I just have this imagination of Shel sitting down and drawing this little image and then having it in his head, having that little voice go, "You can't erase me, you can't erase me," and then having him erase her, which I think is kind of fun. And then writing a poem about it. Isn't that fun? I love that. I love that. She said I was a silly moo. She said I was a liar, too. She dared that it wasn't true. So what else could I do? I erased her. All right, let's get started by saying hello. Everybody ready? Sparky wants to wave hello. I hope you do, too. So let's say hello. Hello, how are you? Oh, hello. How are you? Oh, hello. How are you? I'm just fine today. I'm glad to see you here today. I'm glad to see you here today. I'm glad to see you here today. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, well, you know what, Sparky? When we read a book, we open and shut the pages. So what if you make your hands into a book and open and shut the pages like that? Here you go. Open and shut the pages if you can, and open and shut the pages if you can. Open and shut the pages if you can. I'm so glad to see you. Very good. Now, when I read a book, sometimes I like to rock side to side in my chair. So why don't we rock side to side? And if you're standing, you can jump side to side. But let's rock side to side. Here we go. Sit in your seat and rock side to side, or sit in your seat and rock side to side. Oh, sit in your seat, side to side. I'm so glad to see you. You know, when you get very excited about a story, sometimes you bounce up and down too. So why don't we bounce up and down? Sit where you are and bounce up and down, and sit where you are and bounce up and down, and sit where you are and bounce up and down. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, so you know what it is? Sparky, it's funny face time. I'd love it if Sparky would make some funny faces, wouldn't you? You could turn Sparky upside down. That would make a funny face. So if you want to make a funny face, go ahead and do that. Here we go. Like a funny face, say a funny if you can, and make a funny face, if you can. Make a funny face, if you can. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, Sparky, let's wave hello, shall we? Okay, everybody wave hello. Hello, how are you? Oh, hello. How are you? Oh, hello. How are you? I'm just fine today. hello, hello, hello. And thank you for inviting me and my friend Sparky in today. We are so excited because today is Fictional Friday. Fictition is a story made up from our imaginations and shared. That's called fiction. And you know, actually today we're going to be doing a story, believe it or not, Sparky, that is a nonfiction story too. Nonfiction means that it's true. It's a story that's told by somebody from their point of view, but it is true. It's based in facts and based in truth. So are you ready to get started today, Spark? Yeah? Are you excited? Oh, that was about as excited as Sparky gets, so that's pretty excited. Spark, why don't you have a seat right here? And you can sit up there. And then we will read a new story for you about the library. And I have to, of course, put out a big thank you to my library lending friends. This is for Gabriella and Lillian and Rosanna, their mommy. They have lent me a book called Lola at the Library. Lola at the Library by Anna McQuinn and Rosalind Beardshaw. This is Lola at the Library. Lola at the library. Oh, look, polka dots. I love polka dots. It's one of my favorite patterns. Oh, look how cute this little one is. Lola at the Library by Anna McQuinn with illustrations by Rosalind Beardshaw. Lola loves Tuesdays. On Tuesdays, Lola and her mommy go to the library. I would like Tuesdays too if I got to go to the library. The library opens at 9 o'clock, but Lola is ready to go long before that. She puts all the books she borrowed last week into her backpack. Her library card is also very important. I love my library card. I have to get you one, Sparky. The library is not very far away, so Lola and her mommy always walk there. Look, Lola sees a little baby there and she's giving him a little wave. Hi, baby. Lola and her mommy give back the books from last week. The librarian buzzes them through the machine. The machine goes bzz, bzz. There's Lola giving back her books and getting ready to get buzzed through. There's a special section in the library just for children. This is really cool. Nobody ever says, shh. You know how sometimes at the library they go, shh, because we're making too much noise? I know I sometimes get told, shh, because I laugh too loud. So there's Lola and her little friend. Sometimes they're singing. Lola knows all the words and the hands for Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Do you know all the words and hand motions? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Sometimes there is story time, and Lola loves that. I have always loved story time. I hope you can tell. After story time, Lola chooses her books. In the library, she can have any book she wants. Lola likes stories with bears and anything with shoes. There are so many, it takes ages to choose. You have to give yourself time when you go to the library because there's so much to see. Mommy has some books too. The librarian buzzes them through the machine and then stamps the date inside. Lola must bring them back in 2 weeks. That's very important. But still, she will probably be back for more long before then. When you get to go to the library every week, sometimes you get into the habit of just bringing them back and getting new ones, don't you? Lola and her mommy always get a snack after visiting the library. Mommy has a cappuccino and Lola has juice. Whenever Lola has been good, her mommy lets her taste the foam. That foam can be really good. And then it's time to go home again. Oh, what did Lola find? She found a friend, a little doggy. Wonder what that dog's name. Maybe it's Spot? What do you think? Do you think the dog's name is Spot? Every night after Lola is tucked in bed, her mommy reads her a story. It's the best way to end each day. I have to agree. I think that's the best way to end a day. And that is the end of Lola at the Library by Anna McQuinn and Rosalind Beardshaw. Now, I want to read you the dedication, but it's very, very long and it's very, very tiny, and I don't have my glasses. So let me read this to you. Dedicated with thanks to Rana, Malika, Noor, Angel, Zahara, Hassan, Ashley, Shannon, Matilda, Tabitha, Honor, Anastasia, Alexandro, Alejo, Oscar, Benjamin, Max, Nawal, Philmon, Nahome, Matthew, Sabri, Caitlin, Katie, Zach, and all the regulars in the Action Library Family Book Group. To Zainab and Milgo for helping me with the research. To Abir for not complaining all the mornings Sally woke him up early to come to the book group. And to Hussein for sharing my cappuccino. And then it says, to Philippa, with love. So that is Lola at the Library by Anna McQuinn and Rosalind Beardshaw. I hope you liked that. Well, I have a song for you about the library. And Sparky, you're going to like this one. You can help out. Okay. So let's walk to the library, shall we? Here we go. We're all going to the library, the library, the library. We're all going to the library and we'll have so much fun. People go shh at the library, at the library, at the library. People go shh at the library, but we'll have so much fun. Let's take out a book at the library, at the library, at the library. Let's take out a book at the library and we'll have so much fun. We'll hear a story at the library, at the library, at the library. We'll hear a story at the library and we'll have so much fun. We'll sing songs at the library, at the library, at the library. We'll sing songs at the library and we'll have so much fun. We all went to the library, to the library, library. We all went to the library. And Spark, what did we do? That's right. We had so much fun. Very good. Did you like that song? That's a fun song, isn't it? Okay. I want to share a very special book. Sparky, you come on down for this one because this is a really good book. This is called Dreamers. And again, this is from my friends Gabriella and Lillian and Rosanna. This is a beautiful book, ladies and gentlemen, that I want to share with you. Remember when I said we were going to read one about nonfiction, right, Sparky? This is nonfiction. This is a story that is actually true. It's called Dreamers, and it is written by Yuyi Morales. So Yuyi has not only written the beautiful words in here, but she has drawn the amazingly beautiful pictures in here. And I want you to enjoy this book as much as I do because I just think it's amazing. So this is called Dreamers by Yuyi Morales. Look at that little boy, and he's drawing pictures. Can you see all those beautiful pictures that he's drawing? Do you like to draw pictures? You like to draw pictures, don't you, Sparky? Yeah. They're very slow pictures, but he likes to draw pictures. I dreamed of you. Then you appeared, and together we became amor, love, amor. Resplendent life, you and I. You see what's happening here? I think this is very special. She is drawing her life into existence. Isn't that neat? One day, we bundled gifts in our backpack and crossed a bridge outstretched like the universe. And here it says, adios, corazón, which means goodbye, heart. She looks a little sad, doesn't she? A little bit sad, huh? A little bit sad. Sometimes it's hard to leave the places that we know. And when we made it to the other side, thirsty, in awe, unable to go back, we became immigrants. Let's see if I can get that in there. I want you to be able to see all the amazing pictures here. See how she's looking at that new city. Migrants, you and I. The sky and the land welcomed us in words unlike those of our ancestors. You see where it says here, it says, give thanks. And back, see, these are backwards here in the sky. It says, say something. And it says, what? And it says, speak English. I think what that's trying to say is that it was very hard to understand what was going on when Yuyi came to America. There were so many things that we didn't know, unable to understand, and afraid to speak. We made lots of mistakes. So I want to show you this. Okay, so if you, like me, live in San Francisco, you will recognize that this right here, that's our BART line. And this right here, this is the fountain at the Embarcadero, which I like to call the raccoon playground because that's where the raccoons like to hang out. You and I became caminantes. Thousands and thousands of steps we took around this land until the day that we found, I believe caminantes means walkers. I'm going to ask my friends who might know, is that what that means? Caminantes means walkers? A place where we had never seen before. Suspicious. Improbable. Can you see where they are? They are in a library. Unbelievable, surprising. Look at all the books. Can you imagine all those books? No, she says unimaginable. Look at all of the amazing things. There's a shark and a spaceship, stars, fish. Where we didn't need to speak, we only needed to trust. And we did. Books became our language. Books became our home. Books became our lives. We learned to read. To speak, to write, and to make our voices heard. Someday we will become something we haven't even yet imagined. But right now, we are stories. We are two languages. We are lucha. We are resilience. We are hope. We are dreamers, soñadores of the world. We are love, amor, love. And this is Yuyi's story. And one of these days, maybe one of these days, I'll just read her story because it is a beautiful story, but it doesn't have any pictures. And we're at the end of story time, so I don't think I'll read this to you right now, but I will tell you this book is just a wonderful, wonderful book. And if you are looking for a book to add to your library, I suggest you add this one because it is just an amazing book. It is called Dreamers, and it's by Yuyi Morales. And we give it a big thumbs up, don't we, Spark? Sparky's going to give it a big thumbs up right now. There it is. Oh, Sparky, get your head out. There you go. Big thumbs up. He's giving it a big thumbs up. Well, we have a little song for you, Sparky and I. Sparky and I learned this one last night, didn't we, Sparky? We sang it a lot last night. And it's in Spanish, but it's a very short song, so we'll be able to teach it to you, won't we, Spark? Okay, so it's called Buenos Dias. And it's about a rooster. That's right, a rooster. And in Spanish, rooster is el gallo, gallo. Buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias para ti. Buenos dias, señor gallo, creaky, creaky, creaky. Buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias para ti. Buenos dias, señor gallo, creaky, creaky, creaky. Creaky, 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 creaky. Buenos dias para ti. Now, that's a funny, funny way to say cock-a-doodle-doo, isn't it? Creaky, 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 creaky. Isn't that funny? Should we try it again? You want to try it again, Spark? Okay, you want to try creaky, 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 creaky. I have to admit that I think I mess it up every single time I do it, but that's okay. Let's give it a try. So Buenos Dias means hello, right? And Señor Gallo is a rooster. And para ti is to you. Buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias para ti. Buenos dias, Señor Gallo, cri, cri, ki, ki, ki. Buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias para ti. Buenos dias, Señor Gallo, cri, 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 ki. Creaky, 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 creaky. Buenos dias para ti. Creaky, 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 creaky. I don't know, being an English speaker, cock-a-doodle-doo seems a little easier, but I think if you were Spanish trying to learn cock-a-doodle-doo, that could be just as hard as learning creaky, 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 creaky. All right, well, I have one last story for you. And it's from A.A. Milne's When We Were Very Young. And the reason I chose this one is it's about, this is When We Were Very Young by A.A. Milne with decorations by Ernest H. Shepard. And the reason that I chose this one is it's about Little Bo-Peep and Little Boy Blue. And if you have learned your nursery rhymes, Little Bo-Peep and Little Boy Blue are probably part of your storytelling time. So I thought it might be kind of fun to see what A.A. Milne's take on Little Boy Blue and Little Bo-Peep is. So this is called Little Bo-Peep and Little Boy Blue. What have you done with your sheep, Little Bo-Peep? What have you done with your sheep, Bo-Peep? Oh, Little Boy Blue, what fun! I've lost them, every one. Oh, what a thing to have done, Little Bo-Peep. What have you done with your sheep, Little Boy Blue? What have you done with your sheep, Boy Blue? Oh, Little Boy Peep, my sheep went off when I was asleep. I'm sorry about your sheep, little boy blue. Let me show you those little decorations by Ernest H. Shepard. I like the sheep in particular. I think they're rather cute. What are you going to do, little Bo-Peep? What are you going to do, Bo-Peep? Little boy blue, you'll see. They'll come home for tea. They wouldn't do that for me, little Bo-Peep. What are you going to do, little boy blue? What are you going to do, boy blue? Little Bo-Peep, I'll blow my horn for an hour or so. Isn't that rather slow, little boy blue? There he is blowing his horn. Can you see him blowing his horn? Whom are you going to marry, little Bo-Peep? Whom are you going to marry, Bo-Peep? Little boy blue, I'd like to marry you. I think I should like that too, little Bo-Peep. And they are little friends in love. Isn't that sweet? Where are we going to live, little boy blue? Where are we going to live, boy blue? Little Bo-Peep, Bo-Peep, up in the hills with the sheep. And you'll love your little Bo-Peep, little boy blue. I have to switch voices. Oops, sorry about that. And you'll love your little Bo-Peep, little boy blue. I'll love you forever and ever, little Bo-Peep. I'll love you forever and ever, Bo-Peep. Little boy blue, my dear, keep near, keep very near. I shall always be here, little Bo-Peep. I think the only way that I could have done that is if I had colored the different voices with a marker pen so I would know which was which, because you don't figure out to the end who's talking. Sorry about that. But that's okay. Sometimes it's fun to just see where the story leads, right? Right, Spark? Well, believe it or not, it's time for us to say goodbye. And so we better sing our goodbye song, shall we? All right, let's say goodbye. Oh, Sparky, where are you going to sit this time? I have to find the perfect spot for Sparky. Sparky, I wonder if you could sit in my overalls. Let's see. Let's try up here today, guys. Every time I put him on my shoulders, he sneaks around. There we go. All right, let's try this. There, you can help me. You want to help me, Spark? Here we go. Goodbye, Jalen. Goodbye, Madeline. Goodbye, Isabella. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Maya. Goodbye, JC. Goodbye, Delilah. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Ollie. Goodbye, Danny. Goodbye, Helen. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Lily. Goodbye, Allie. Goodbye, Bella. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Gabriella. Goodbye, Lillian. Thank you. Goodbye, Charlotte. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Shelby. Goodbye, Francine. Goodbye, Frangelica. I'll see you all next time. Well, Spark, it's time to say goodbye to everybody. So, shall we give everybody a high five? Okay, give everybody a high five, Spark. Okay, there's a high five for you. And one for me. And Sparky, will you give me a high five? Nice. Or, I guess in Sparky's case, a high three. And let's give a hug, shall we? Okay, let's put one arm onto our shoulder and the other arm across our shoulder so that we make a big X in front of us and squeeze. Ah, that's a big hug from me and Sparky to you. And we'll see you on Monday with more stories, right, Spark? I'm not sure what the theme will be, but we certainly have some beautiful books here from my friends Gabriella, Lillian, and Rosanna. So I know that we'll have something fun to share. In the meantime, see you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.